there's a epidemic, an ongoing epidemic in social work period in society, in this world, in this country. Because it's not just this country. That's the weird shit about social work. It's American social workers who deal with people from all over the world. And it's like the sex trafficking people who work with those people. All of these people are being paid very well to do a lot of grimy shit. And when I say what they doing, it's not the people that might be hands on. The people that's hands on, like, you know who, they don't make no real money. They make
That's
only
fucking dumb. Like,
20,000 a year. Yeah, it's the people who sit and make decisions. The people who go to these lobbyist retreats and these fundraiser events, and the pretty people that you see on the front when they like presenting stuff and letting you know this is the new thing, and we got a new program for kids. These are the people who are the main ones. They don't get dirty. They don't do the dirty work. They use good people, kind-hearted, average people like you and me, who mean well to carry out that shit, and they just make the decision. They set the rules, and it costs like I was in the system. I was in independent living, and I was in a group home, and I was in juvenile. I ain't gonna go into everything because I've already said it on the podcast, and I ain't gonna do it this pod. I said it. I'm not gonna do it. But that alone, every day I was at those facilities, and I was there for I was in the system for years. So you can do the math yourself. $800 a day, minimum, is how much they made off me being there.
that's just fucking crazy, bro. That's crazy as shit, bro. $200,000 a month.
And don't look. We was just talking about $200,000 a month the last part, and that was just a random.
Yeah. But I was saying the nigga was making $800 a day, though. That's the crazy part too. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know that.
I ain't got nothing to do with it. It was just coincidence. This is just
I said,
the littest podcast you ever seen. So don't be mad at us for being real. But like, that's the case, right? And then it's not only is that all right. So there's look, $800 a day with room for bonuses. If we can get the nigga on some sort of medication, that's extra money. We can get the nigga committed as many times to the hospital as many times as we can. That's some money.
That's fucking weird as shit.
It's too many people involved in this shit. It's a doctor's involved. It's a psychologist. It's a psychiatrist. It's a fucking I don't know, man. I don't think I need to say no more. I don't like if people don't get that. That's fucked up. That's how it works. Period. I ain't like I said. Right now, I'm not in the space to talk about this shit. I'm just.
Man, they ain't got no choice but to believe it because it's an industry, it's a business. Like, if that wasn't the whole goal point of the business is to make the fucking business money, that's the whole point of them starting the shit.
Yeah.
Then, like, why would you believe that they are really in it for what they saying that they in it for?
Because they're not
like,
Apple.
They're making money from it. Like,
but they're not selling a product, so that's where they blend in. It's like they're looked at as the good people of society. Like I said, they looked at like soldiers, like how we appreciate the troops for
and
killing people with no thinking. Like, imagine being told by the president, "You need to kill this person." You say, "Why?" Don't worry about it. That's classified. Just kill him. That's war, bro.
Yeah.
And we still say, yo, support the troops. Yo, thank you for serving. And it's like, I'm not saying don't do that, because if think about it, they say they fighting for your freedom. I feel like that probably was a thing, but that was like a thing for a split second, and then it became a business. That was what they used to make it a business.
Yeah, facts.
It's tell people that it's patriotic. Yeah. It's the same shit that gets a nigga to be a social worker. Social workers, this is a real fact statistic. People look it up if you fucking want to. Most social workers, anybody who go to school for years and pay thousands and thousands of dollars to be a social worker, and you don't, back in the day, you didn't even need all that. You could have been just a high school diploma. But the people who want higher positions than a counselor, than a person who works with the kids day to day and only makes $20,000. People who have to do all the paperwork for hours, even though their shift ended 10 hours ago, they still got to be there doing the paperwork.
Yeah.
The people who handle these children and these women and pregnant women and these families, these people who gone through fucked up shit. The people who handle them day to day are the least powerful in the system, and they get paid the least. So if you want to have more power, you have to go to school for it. So you go to school for it. Think about, can you afford can you afford $250,000 to go to school?
Nah, no.
So think about the person who can. Do you think they've been in the hood or been in any traumatic, dark,
no.
situation?
Like,
exactly. So what the fuck do they know about the people that they have more of
what
a
are they
powerful
going to
position?
school? What are they going to school for that for? Then
they going to school to learn how to manipulate the system to make it money.
Of course, because they going to school for it. Like, what else are you going to sit there and read about all day? You're not going to read about.
You can't
doing
read
the right
about
thing.
how the
Like,
hood dynamics and gang culture. You can't read about that. You can't learn about that.
Yeah, like, and
You
even
gotta
if
live through
you
that.
do read about it, you gotta live. You still gotta live through it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's how you know that shit is set up for what it's set up for.
So you got a person, like I said, who's a great person, who has the experience, and they, like I said, you didn't come from wealth, so you're only gonna get in on the ground level. You're not about to get promoted because you have too much real experience, and they don't need that up there. They don't need you trying to make real change, my nigga. So most social workers who are trying to make real change, they all quit. This is not even most social workers who are trying to make real change. I'm gonna say that, but this is anybody who becomes a social worker. Most of them, damn near 90%, probably more, quit within a year. So if they quitting within a year and then you don't hear, like, you don't know that. No, that's not a public known fact. Because if that was the case, we'd be looking at every social worker like, like, you know what I mean? But the case is, after you leave something like that, and especially the reasons you quit it are so fucking toxic and grimy and fucked up, they dare you to speak about that shit, bro. They gonna come for you, and you're gonna end up just a fucking news story somewhere. These people know how to legally kill you and write all the paperwork about what happened and tell the public how you died, and they could even say you killed yourself and you did not. You just was talking too much. You fucked up the money. You can't fuck up the money, bro. On no front in this life, and you're gonna have the whole world against you. And when I say the whole world, I'm talking about the people who run it.
Yeah.